Yes, yes, yes. Welcome to another episode of Dark Skies Podcast. Happy 420 to you people that's out there. Lighten them up. Oh, man, we're not doing 420 right now, though. Well, we're doing 420, but today we're going to talk to you about something that's really crazy. I mean, wow. Your boy been studying, Planet X, so I've been a part of the sky watching team with Dark Skies. We always like to look at the stars. We like to look at the sky, look for oddities. And, man, it's been some really strange things going on, so I'm finna bring some stuff to your attention. And we're gonna do a large series of shows on this, too. So, I mean, man, prepare for a crazy journey on this one. I mean, this is Dark Skies. We cover stuff like the Mandela Effect. We cover stuff like CERN and multiple universes and crazy stuff that's happening with our weather. And, oh my God, maybe it all comes together here, or maybe it don't. Or maybe this is one more big, giant, huge mystery that the Earth has to offer. So strap yourself in, make yourself comfortable. You have found Dark Skies Podcast. We'll be back with you in a few seconds. Oh, man. Y'all are going to be so blown away. But, right now I hope y'all having a happy weekend. I'm glad y'all can join us. We got a lot going on this show. We got a lot going on this planet. Man. I really don't know where to start. But we've been doing a whole bunch of research. That's where we've been the last couple of days. I mean, it's been some crazy stuff going on, and I just really wanted to get versed on it before I really started to bring it to you. So here we are. It is something very big in our skies, moving over our heads every day, and we're going to be covering that for sure. So, man, on this 420, let's get the introductions out the way. I'm your host, LC Grays. We got Mikey Nikes in the building. We got Jim. We got Jennifer. Hey, what's going on, Charles? I see you over there. Becky. Everybody in the building today, and we're covering this strange event that's going on. Now, one of the biggest questions in our news and information sector is, why do the chemtrails happen? Why are they chemtrailing? Are they poisoning our atmosphere? Are they poisoning us? Are they trying to block the sun? Are they trying to hide Planet X? This should be, in view if, it wasn't so many clouds, right? But now, things have taken a crazy turn, folks. Things have taken a crazy turn. As we start to research further, I started out as a Planet X researcher and an ancient civilization researcher. Then I moved over into the Mandela Effect when I, got wind of it and then started learning about it. And I still got a lot more information I'm going to bring you on that subject. But not alone, in that I've run into these crazy things that we have happening in our skies. For over a decade, I've been filming the skies, me and my sky team. We've been taking pictures of the sun, oddities, 2 suns, 3 suns. It just depends on the day, the chemtrails, But we did know, for a fact that, it was something up there because we had been filming it for basically over like 11, 12 years. With this being 2019, I think this is like the 12th year I've been filming, the sky, trying to make sense of the senseless. When I say senseless, I mean the sky don't do what I'm used to it, doing. Growing up throughout my life, looking up at the sky, see the sun and see the stars at night, see the moon, even the clouds. and the rain patterns and the weather and the seasons. All of that, I one of the people that, pay attention to these things. In tune with nature. Well, that'd be me. Well, anyway, I spent most of my time trying to figure out, some of the strange things that was happening in the sky when I would look up and I see multiple suns, or I'll see the sun and I'll see another light, and I'll take, many pictures, many photographs, many videos, and I'll post them on Facebook, Twitter. I may have did a few videos on it, but never really got no attention, which is odd to me because my pictures clearly show there was something there. I mean, without a doubt, without no editing, without no, let me drop the contrast, or let me make it black, so you could bring out the light, or let me darken the light so we could see the object in the picture. No, it was none of that. It was just literally look up, see see sun, see extra sun, take picture, bunch of pictures, videos. I mean, a bunch of them. And nobody never even commented. Nobody never even cared. And that was years ago. We're talking over a decade I've been doing this, and I've been telling people that, hey, something's not right. But I wasn't even saying, that it was Planet X, but I was saying that it was possible because it looked like it was multiple things up there. Some days the extra sun will be on the left, some days it'll be on the right, some days it'll be on both sides. So it was so weird, Then we started getting this halo effect. So I started covering that and looking at the crazy halo effect from the sun. And I told people about that. Nobody cared. Nobody paid attention. It just didn't matter, right? It never mattered to nobody. But I'm sitting here looking at pictures that I've taken in the past, and I'm doing my current research on Planet X, and it's just crazy when I start to look at my old pictures and I'm starting to really start to see clearer. Not just, I'm going to throw all my old pictures up, which I am eventually, but it's more about the new stuff. I mean, because it seems like what I was looking at in the past, I was looking at completely wrong. And boy, was I. It seems like my understanding of this is only one-dimensional. And now, I've been elevated, and now I'm seeing 4 dimensions. It is ridiculous. Now, I know y'all saying, what are you talking about? I'm talking about we have objects moving across our sky, and I don't know if it's our government, or if it's a faction of our government, or a section of our government, or all governments. But I would have to say that the world leaders would have to be, involved in this cover-up. I mean, because some of these objects that are moving through our skies are so big that it seems impossible to hide. When I say impossible to hide, I mean, oh my God, gigantic. Like an Earth sitting on top of us. And I know what y'all saying. If it was an Earth sitting on top of us, we would clearly see it. No chemtrail in the world would block it. But that's the funny part about it. It's strange because I've been doing my research on it, and that does make sense. If it was planets this close, and I'm filming planets that are very, very close, we should have more action. There should be signs. So I started looking for the signs, because, the pictures obviously are not enough. I'm showing people pictures. It's not enough. I'm showing y'all the rotation. I can show y'all the rotation of the clouds. I can show you where these objects are, and I'm really going to get into it. I'm going to get into these pictures and these videos. I mean, y'all really have to really open your mind. because what we're looking at is more than just planets like in our atmosphere, but it seems like dimensions are colliding. I mean, this planet that's above us is interacting with us, but it seems like not like a planet would. I mean, if you see the sheer size of this planet, you would say that there's no way. I mean, the only way that I'm thinking in my mind that we could be so close to such huge planets and not be really affected is that, it's something dimensional. These planets are phasing in and they're not actually 100% physical, but they are there. I mean, it's like partially physical. It's like, I don't know. It's like, it's so hard to explain. I mean, but if you look at some of the pictures that I've been posting on Twitter, I mean, and some of these videos I'm going to be putting out, I'm going to be covering this subject because whatever it is always there. So it doesn't need me to look for it. It don't need me to do anything special. I mean, I could go outside right now and I could point out exactly where it's at. It'll be so huge. It covers up almost the entire sky. And then it's multiples, it's multiple planets up there. And it's crazy because I want to think that, I was going to hit y'all with my theory with the holographic sky. Maybe it's a holographic sky and they're using technology to, put images up there, of a planet. But then, I shot my own theory down when I started thinking, well, if you're going to use a holographic sky and put a planet up there, for people to see, why would you then turn around and block it with chemtrails? So I don't believe they're blocking the holographic sky. But then that took me back to the drawing board. What is it? Because I'm trying to disprove that it's a planet. I'm trying to tell myself that it cannot be a planet. It can't be like one or two planets like right there. So I'm trying to, get a better grasp, right? Because if it is a planet right there, and man, it sure looks like it. It looks like it. You can see the rotation of the planet. You can see the weather pattern. You can see this planet has its own clouds, and we have our own clouds. You can see the separation between our weather system and its weather system. You can see it moving, through every day. And it's so weird, because they chemtrail right there where it's at. Or they chemtrail in between the clouds and it. I mean, the sun or whatever that thing is. I want to say it's the sun, but, it gets, like even now, it comes out and it doesn't even shine right. It's almost like it's an eclipse, but there's nothing in front of the sun. And you can see it in the shadows of the ground. I mean, I don't know, people, I don't know how much time y'all spend, looking up, but there's a certain group of clouds that move over us every single day. The same group, the same patterns, the same lines. And if you look at them, they chemtrail and, it mist in front of them. And even when they shine through the clouds, you can see these clouds. They're not even like clouds. They look like the surface of something, almost like the surface of an invisible planet is the best way to describe it. And I've been talking to people about it and I've been trying to get a better understanding about it. And the more and more evidence I get, it's just, man, I'm trying to disprove it because I don't want to believe that there's a planet right there. And then, I need to see more interaction or more proof, as far as because it's right there. If you look at it through oh man, it's hard to get the whole thing in the whole film, on the whole picture. You can only get a portion of it. That's how gigantic it is. It covers up so much of the sky. I mean, if you want to count the sky in three pieces, it will cover almost a third of the sky. And then the other one will cover maybe a smaller portion, but it's still big. It would be big if you were to just, see it only. But the other one is just unbelievably big. And I know y'all saying, what are you describing? What are you describing? It's right above our heads. It's the same clouds. You can see our clouds move faster, they lower. It's a much higher cloud system. And it appears to be a cloud system, but those clouds never move. They never change. They always look the same. And sometimes, like when the sun sets, you could start to see it, a little better. It's just depending on the angles. For some reason, our eyes are not seeing this thing. But you can see its clouds. You can see its weather patterns. You can see its movement. You can see the darkness of the blue in the sky. Because our sky is powder blue. Our atmosphere shows powder blue. Wherever this thing is located is almost like a bluish purple or a deep sea blue. So you can see the difference in the color coding. And then the other, much smaller one, is also a darker blue. At least that's how it's appearing in our skies with its own weather system as it moves over our head. And the other one moves against the sun. It's like, I don't know, they're going the opposite way. The sun is going and it sets in the west, and whatever this thing is rising and it's going the other way, I guess. Because right now, we're in the afternoon and, the sun is moving, towards the west. And I don't know. It seems like the object is right to our north. But it's real big. I mean, it makes our sun look tiny. I mean, I don't understand what's up with our sun. Is that our sun? Or it's so weird. I mean, it's trying to make sense of this is really confusing me, but that's why I'm going to dig deeper into it and try to find out what's happening because, man, for something to be right there above our heads and we don't see it begs the question, what's wrong with us that we can't look up. But I'm going to start posting more pictures and we're going to do some more videos and we got a whole bunch of stuff coming up in this subject because it's not hard to prove. We just need people to just actually pay attention. And then once people start to pay attention to this, then they're going to have to turn that cloak off or stop the chemtrails and have to explain to us what the hell that is. And I'm starting to come up with more and more proof too. So I'm going to start putting out more and more proof in these videos because trust me, for something to be that big, that close, it's too much evidence. So I'm going to start showing you the evidence. So stay tuned. You've been listening to Dark Skies News and Information. I'm your host, LC Grace. We'll be back very soon.